Welcome or welcome back to Laura's Design Studio. We are going to play with little windows today. We are going to make 3 4-piece sets of jewelry. So we're going to make a necklace, a ring, and a pair of earrings. Okay. These are the bangle dividers. We're going to use this little teardrop shape for a small set. Then we're going to go with the 2026 trends, which is big and bold. So we're going to do an oval and a square set. So now I'm going to take you guys step by step. So this is going to be a little bit of a longer video. First thing we want to do, this is a brand new kit of Little Windows Brilliant Resin. This is how it comes. So I'm going to take this out. I'm going to show you exactly what we're going to do. We're going to mix up our resin first so that I can set it aside and let it degas. The blue tips we don't need today. We will be using these cups because we're not going to need a ton of resin. Okay, so we will use those. Hers is a 2-to-1. Put our extra sticks over there. Bag over there. Fran's Resin, Little Windows, is owned by Fran. And her resin is a 2-to-1. It is the safest resin out there. And we're going to use one of her Easy Batch cups, which comes with her resin. Now, there is no math involved here. You can make as little as 9 millimeters, 15 millimeters, or 24 millimeters. Milliliters, not meters, milliliters. Speak, Laura. You can see, I'm not sure if you guys can see it on camera, but there's a clear fill up to this line for part A, fill up to this line with part B. So, and she has that for the 9, the 15, and the 24. We're going to go ahead and do the 24. And if we have leftover, we'll deal with it at that point. So I'm going to make up a whole cup. So I'm going to pour to my A to right there, and then my B on top of it to right there. Now, because I want to be eye level, I'm going to grab a jar and set this on top. We're going to open up A, which is your big bottle, and we are going to pour to the 24 milliliter A line. Okay, that takes us up to A. Then we're going to open up our part B. And we're going to pour to the B line. Okay. That is to our B. You get the little mixing wands. So now we have 24 milliliters. And we're going to mix this up. sure you scrape your sides and your bottom. Now, I didn't look at the amount that each one of these takes, which she has in her brochure. Well, these are not, because these are actually the bangle makers, but like everything with Fran, it's a two-process, or not two-process, it is a always more than one use thing. Okay, that looks good. Looks like both are incorporated together. Okay, you can see her resin is crystal clear. I'm just going to set it over here and let it degas. And we're going to prep everything first. So these are the little charms that I picked to go in these. I have 4 of the rose gold and 4 of these patinaed ones. Okay, we do not want the we don't want the loop on there. So we are going to need to cut these off. So just take your flush cutters and send them flying. Who knows how many walls that hit. We'll find them later. Yeah, I got one that didn't go flying. And the last one. Okay, so those are the charms prepped. Now, the oval set, we're going to use her resin color film, easiest way to color resin. And I have the matching punches for this mold. This is the small silicone mold. This set is the small punch. And I took out the oval because that's the one we're going to be using with this. So there's 1, 2. The other one we're going to use alcohol inks with the other 2. Three. Quit sticking to me. Oh. Static. So now we have 4 ovals. And I have the punches for all shapes. I just picked oval. We're gonna put this back in the little cardboard that it comes in, and we're done with it. So you can put it up. Okay. And the punch we don't need anymore. So, now we're ready. So let's bring in our resin again. We're gonna fill the ovals part way. Try and get them about equal. You're not going to pour all the way because we can actually add a back color on this. And then I said we were doing squares. Okay. Now, oops, I forgot our little ones. These you don't need but a drop. I don't even think I'm gonna pour it. Let's get the little wand. Because I don't want it full because we're going to put alcohol ink in there. And these are just small. You gotta leave a little bit of room for alcohol ink in these. Just make sure the bottom is all covered. Okay, these are going to be the easiest, so we're going to do them right away. We are going to do the Caribbean and the purple. This one is the amethyst. those, I'm gonna see if we can put one little drop into them just to fill them to the top. Ah, come on, just a drop. There we go. There. Okay. Those are done. We're just gonna let those hang out there. Now, for the oval is gonna have the rose gold ones in it. So I'm gonna take my little rose gold charms, make sure they're all on the same side. They look pretty similar on both, so I don't think we should have a problem. Just gonna let those hang out for a second. These patinaed ones, we are putting these in the squares. Again, try and pick I don't think it much matters. They're looking the same on both sides to me. Okay. Now, we're just going to make sure that these are as straight and centered as we can get them. Okay. For the patinaed ones, we're going to use the metallics. This is my favorite color out of the metallics. It is the copper. Now my copper leaks like a sieve, so we're gonna try and do this without that's the copper. We're also going to put into this the glitter gold bronze green. And a little bit of pearl white. Okay. Now let that move a little bit. These we're going to do with the blue resin film that we cut. If I can get it to not stick to me. Okay. Now I'm gonna try and get them about even, because then we're going to cure these, and then we're going to come back and put a back on it. I haven't decided. White, black, maybe a blue. I haven't decided yet. This one, try and get more towards the center. You see that we got a bubble right there. I don't know. I think it's underneath. So I'm gonna try and get that out of there. That looks better. That was the only one that looked like that, so. This one. Just getting a little bit of resin on the top of these. Trying to keep the film. It fits pretty well in there, so just make sure it's not up on the side. My tree moved a little bit. Try and get it back there. He moved down. Those will just do their thing. Add a little bit more clear over here. You can see these have been moving. The alcohol inks have been moving. just gonna fill these up. Not all the way at the top because I am gonna put a back on them. I'm not sure. Just have a tiny bit more. All of those down there are completely full. Make sure these are sitting up on those nubs. See if I can get. Don't think she gonna fit. He is gonna fit. Wasn't sure if she would fit or not. Maybe all the way she can get. There's a drop. All right, I think that's all we're getting. All right, guys, I am gonna put the lid on this. We're gonna cure it. And when I come back, we will be putting backs on. Okay, guys, see you in a bit. Okay, we're back. These are done enough to definitely put the back on. I've decided, I was debating between white, black, white, black. I think we're gonna go white, and I'm gonna use the Little Windows white colorant. This is not a pigment paste. It is not a powder. This is a gel. So we do need to shake it up. And it mixes in so nice because it is a gel. I've mixed up 15 milliliters of the Brilliant Resin. So, here we go. it's already mixed. See that? Now, I think I'm gonna put just a tiny bit more in because I really want it opaque. So let's do see, you don't have any, not like a pigment paste where you have stuff on your stick. No, it's because it's a gel. Okay, so we can put that away. And of course, these aren't getting anything because they're full. So we're just gonna fill the rest of these up. I might have extras here. Probably could have gotten away with 9, but I didn't want to chance it. Yep, I could have gotten away with 9. See, these look pretty domed. Okay. We are definitely domed. Okay, I have a tiny bit left. Where's my buttons? Here we are. Stick a thing of buttons in here. And we will add these could probably come out now, but we're gonna put them back in just to be sure. I don't want to demold them and have an issue. Okay, let's add a little color to our buttons instead of just white. Let's see. I know these are gonna go off to my paper crafting friends, and they are gaga over pink. Most of them love pink. I, on the other hand, don't like pink. Not my thing. We're gonna add a little bit of pink to this. Just a little, because we have a teeny tiny amount in there. Ugh. Okay. Let's pour. I don't know how much we're gonna get out of here. Probably maybe one big button. And maybe one little button. We can probably get a couple little ones. They only take drops. Oh, we got one big, 4 little. And that's gonna be all we are getting out of there. Okay. All right, guys, we're gonna put the lid back on, and I'll see you when we take this all out, style it up, and see what everything looks like. And I will talk to you soon. Okay, we are back. Everything is done. Let's pop these out and get this going. We'll do our extras first. Here's our little buttons. If you've been around, you know I'm making these. I send them to my PIC, that would be partner in crime. She is a paper crafter, and she does giveaways every single week, and I try and help her out by sending stuff. And paper crafters, well, they love buttons. I have a whole jar over here going with those. All right, let's start here with the little ones. Yeah, super, super shiny on both sides. Fran, her molds are always incredible. So, that one, no bubbles, no nothing, just pretty. Now I'll put my dividers away. Wrong side. If I can get them open. There we go. Oh my Lord, Laura. So, I put these in here. This is the box they came in. These are the bands to hold your bangle together. I have videos showing you this, but these come with the set. And then, because I like to keep everything together, I stuff them in the box and close them. There we go. All right, so there's our first set. Now, let's see how these look. This one is the rose gold and blue. Oh, I really like that. I got to get the deburring tool out. Look at how beautiful and clear that is. This was the one where we did the resin film. Easiest way to color resin. Look at those. Ooh. Okay. This was the patinaed one that we did with alcohol ink. So there's that. And that one. There's the so they all came out really nice. Now I told you guys I would show you the whole video. So unfortunately for you, you're gonna have to watch me do some struggling. These were okay, they don't need a deburring tool. These do. Also, what Fran has are these curved scissors. And they are for cutting off the resin that's around. Look at how nice those are. Takes it right off. There we go. Whoa, hold on to these things, Laura. Just follows those curves really nicely. Okay. And I'm gonna, so this will be a longer video. I told you I would show you the whole process, so yeah, if you guys need to fast forward through it, please do so. It's fine. I understand. So that is looking good. That one's done. Let's do some out. Now I'm going to take the deburring tool and get anything else, off there. Oh my Lord. Yep. I was debating on when I said I was going to do white. I was actually debating on black really hard. I almost changed my mind at the last minute, but I'm glad I didn't. I do like this white on these. Okay, there's that one. This one doesn't only need this little piece. There we go. Next one. You see how nice her molds are? How they come out and they're just nicely rounded. You guys saw, I took you all the way through this. I didn't take a lighter, a torch, a heat gun, anything to these. And look how crystal clear they are. Check anything up. I mean, crystal clear. Little Windows does not use solvents in their windows. Little Windows does not use solvents in their resin. That is why it is the safest resin out there. If you go and look at some of Fran's videos, what are you doing? Oh, cat's going wild back here. If you go look at her videos, she does not wear gloves. I do not wear gloves because I can't feel anything, because I have lost feeling. There you go. There's that one done. This one just has, I love the fact that all of her molds have the rounded corners, and they're not the, they don't have the, 90-degree angles. They look very nice with these rounded corners. There's that one. I over poured a little bit, otherwise, if you don't over pour, then you don't have to do anything to them. I domed them a little high. This one just needs this corner. There we go. One more. This one just has a little knockoff on it. There we go. Okay. Now that we have all these, we can put our scissors up. The burring tool we don't need anymore. No, next step, we are drilling. I just have this cheap little Amazon drill, which is, the cords are wrapped around. Okay, whoops. Okay, so did I get unplugged? Yep, got unplugged completely. Okay, let's try again. We have power. There's one we aren't drilling. All of these we are. Got a little happy. Okay, same thing, one that we aren't drilling. These we are. Ooh, I might have to change plans. Those circles are up high. Hold on to those for a second. Let's drill these. drilling on. Turn over the ones I've drilled, not drilled. Okay. What am I going to do with these? I could put flat back veils on them and use it that way. Yeah, I didn't even think about it when I was doing this. I don't have room to drill. Unless I can hit that center in there. Let me see. I might try it. Let me see. I'm gonna try it. Woo! I'm gonna have to move it, guys. I gotta see where the space is. Yeah, I'm second guessing that. Can I hit that space? Right there. Let's see if I can hit it and it works. I hit it. Okay, that's what we're doing. Two times. One more. Okay. I hit it. We're good. All right, now, there's a cup full of stuff over here. Here's my glue. Let's do all the rings first, because those are the easiest. That one was drilled. Sometimes they're hard to see if they're drilled. That one's drilled, that one's drilled. Okay, so this one that we're gonna do the ring on. So, I used this BSI at Bob Smith Industries, and I buy the one that comes with the activator because this is an instant set. So, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this. Make sure this is open. I have a pin. Where did my pin go? I stuck it somewhere. Sure this is open. what I'm gonna do is put this on here. Then you take this on the correct side. You get it centered on the post, on the, you've got time. This way, these are little. This has to be like right on the money. Come on. Yeah, right. Okay. Let's try this. Okay. That is an instant activator. Let's do all of the rings first. This is the not drilled one. We're gonna do the same thing. This one's gonna be easier because it's bigger. And then I just make sure your tree's going the right way. Set it as close to the center as you can. That looks not straight. That's right. Set it. Instant hold. That's why I like this stuff. This is the not drilled one. Tree is facing the correct direction. We're gonna put our glue on there. I'm gonna get it as close to the center as I possibly can. And we're going to spray it. Now, all of our rings are done. Now, let's do the earrings and the necklace. We are done with glue. And now, this is the year of mixed metals and big and bold. How do I know that? There is a lady on YouTube. She's called The Stylish Maker. And every year she puts out a list, or she actually goes and tells you what are the trends for the year. This year happens to be big, bold, and mixed metals. So I do not have any earring hooks in rose gold, so I went with black. Now Yes, I am challenged in this way, and these may not work. I usually can get them to go over. These are thick. I could have not poured them all the way. Aha, I think I have managed for it to hit the hole. That's it, pinch your finger. I have it in the front hole. That's in the back hole. These are triangle bales. Okay. So there we go. Now, let's finish this because I'm going to show you what I am doing for 2 of the necklaces. Okay. Front hole, back hole, and yep, oh, you knocked it out, Laura. This is not something I normally do on camera. Because of my hands, I do struggle. But I said I was going to show you guys the whole process. So you can fast forward through my struggling if you want. I understand. Come on. Right there. One. I just need you to go in the hole. There you go. There we are. There's another one. And now this one. Forgive me if I'm not talking. It's only because I'm trying to act like I know what I'm doing. Sometimes that's a hard thing. Nope, you're in. Okay. Nope, now you popped out. Now I dropped it. Oh my Lord. We are good. Okay, there's those. Now let's do these. Might as well get all these out of the way. There's one. Just say I counted out how many I had, so it's got to be here somewhere. My big spatula just fell. If you guys follow my videos, I think it was yesterday, I used that big spatula to move a mold. Come on. You were in. Oh, you are going to try my patience. See, if I wasn't on video, I could say some choice words right about now. But I'm trying to not do that. Okay. Come on. Stay in the blah, 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 blah hole. That's my choice words in there. Just so you know. Got it. Got it. Yep, we're in. Okay, where's my other one? Where's my other one? Okay, don't tell me I can't count. I triple checked. Where's my other one? Oh, okay, well. Got those. Let's go these. These are going to be much easier. Well, maybe not, because I can't hold on to them apparently. Are you kidding me right now? You should be the easy one. Because you're not wide. There's two. These are easier for me to work with than the round ones, believe it or not. I tried tiny jump rings. Yeah. Tiny jump rings do not like my hands. From my lupus, I have really bad tremors. I know somebody told me it doesn't look like it on camera. I'm like, oh, that's good. Why doesn't that look? It's in there. No, it's not. Front side. Oh. Yep, okay. Next one. There's that. And got it. You are in now. Okay. I still want to know where the other silver one went. What did it do? Can I seriously not count? All right, well, let's put the earrings on. What did I just do? You're a dumbass. Sorry, didn't mean that, but yes, I am. Because okay. I swear. This is why I struggle. All right, guys, sorry, I'm gonna have to struggle for a minute. So, sorry. An eternity later, I finally finished these. And the reason I was having so much trouble is because I had planned out what goes on what, and I was not doing that. So I had to go off camera. I had to do a lot of foul language. And then I had to fix everything. So yeah, I was struggling, but we're done. So on this necklace, this is called a bandana style necklace. Now I will take pictures at the end with these on a display bust, but there is the necklace. Here are the earrings. One of the trends is mixed metals and heavy metals. There is the ring. This one got the green bandana necklace because it's got that patina in it. Here are the earrings. And here is the ring. Now for the little set, here is the ring. Right here it is. Here are the earrings that I didn't put the back all the way up on. Oh. There are the earrings. And this one got a chain necklace with a different type bail. So it looks like that. And this is a 24-inch chain, so longer. Okay, guys. Sorry, I struggle a lot. I love making jewelry. I love it. I've made jewelry for a very long time. But after the lupus attacked my central nervous system, I have a lot of problem with tremors and stuff like that. So it gets very frustrating for me, but I love it when they turn out like this. So I'm sorry for that. What else? Oh, please, guys. I am not Laura's Art Corner. I am Laura's Design Studio. I've been getting people asking me if I had this pigment or this pigment and would it make a good watercolor, and do you have them in stock? I don't sell that kind of stuff. So I am not the one to be emailing and in chats asking. That is Laura's Art Corner, Laura Usher. And I know somebody said that they've been trying to message her for a good month with no response. I'm sorry. I have no affiliation with her. And yeah, you're gonna have to try and figure out how to get a hold of her, because I don't know. Like I said, I have absolutely no affiliation with her at all, nor do I want one, but okay. So I'm just putting that out there because I have been emailed and messaged and everything else about inks and pigments and powder. That's not me. Laura's Design Studio works with Bond Crafter, Little Windows, Eye Candy. Who else? I'm looking around. TEEXPERT. But I don't sell powders, pigments, or inks. Alright guys, like I said, like, share, comment, subscribe, do all the things, hit the black bell, and so that you are notified the next time I upload a video. And I am going to put these on a bust and style them up. I would try and show them to you here, but the bust that I have is way too big. So I will take pictures of them, however. All right, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.